It seems that a lot of tourists that come to Hat Yai are familiar with certain restaurants but not others. And the restaurants that me and my family go to, there aren't generally very many tourists. So I'm just going to try and point out a few of these places on this channel. And this is one of them. It's quite near Hat Yai Airport. As usual, I'll give a Google Maps link below. It's called Glom Glom. Two words that sound the same or similar, but they're actually spelt different in Thai. There's a sign here. We just look at the opening times. So it's open from 10:30 until 10 at night. And Ran Yut Tuk Wan Angkan. Okay, it's closed every Tuesday. This area around Hat Yai Airport is actually really nice, but no one comes here. I never see any tourists in this area. They'll stick to central Hat Yai, which is very urban. And if you only go to central Hat Yai, you'd think that Hat Yai is a very urban place, but actually the surrounding area is very rural, including this area. There's even rice fields quite close here and some very attractive temples. This place is very attractive and there's always a lot of people. Whenever we come, the little car park outside is always full and there are lots of cars parked on the road outside. My family have already gone in, so I'm going to try and find them now and just give you a look around the restaurant. And you can see it's a very attractive place, quite big as well. Water feature here with some koi carp. So this is the main area, which is outdoors, so no air conditioning, but it's not at all hot at the moment. Lots of plants and trees, and over here there's a separate enclosed air conditioned area if you do get too hot. I'm guessing that my wife has probably sat down at a table outside. Let's take a bit more of a look around the restaurant and then I'll show you the menu. It's a little bit pricey. It's more expensive than a lot of places in Hat Yai, but also it's a lot more attractive. Glom Glom. There's no one in this area, so they must be elsewhere. The waitress is dressed up in Santa outfits. Okay, still no success finding my family. I'm just going to find them, then I'll resume the video. Okay, I just spotted them. They're in this kind of semi-covered area. I mentioned that tourists don't tend to come here, and there's an indication that the restaurant doesn't really expect tourists, and that's because the menu is only in Thai. There are pictures which help, but it might be a bit tricky if you don't read Thai. I'm not going to give a Thai lesson here, but I'll just give you a couple of examples. Here we've got Gai Pat Met Mat Muang, that's chicken with cashew nuts, and here is Pat Makura Yao Mu Sap. So pat is like stir fried, makura is a Thai vegetable, yao is long, so it's a long variety of makura. Mu is pork and sap is minced, so it's some kind of vegetable with minced pork. But I don't think any of the menus are in English, so that might be a little bit of a problem, but as I say, there are pictures. We've just ordered the food, so while we're waiting for it to come, I'll just show you a bit more around the restaurant, maybe take a look in the enclosed area, the air-conditioned part. It's very, very popular. Whatever night you come, there's always a lot of people and a lot of cars parked outside. Look up. Lots of people in yellow shirts. Thai video. Looks like I've just interrupted a night out for a company here. There's a lot of these yellow shirts around. Yeah, it's a very nice atmosphere, all very natural with just lanterns hanging from the trees. It's yeah, a very nice place. Food has just started to arrive, and as usual, it doesn't come in any particular order. It's not like elsewhere where you get starters and main courses. It just comes at random. So here we've got a tom yum tale, which is like seafood in a spicy soup, which is pretty good. And here we've got the vegetables with shrimp, and there should be some more coming soon. This is the fried chicken with cashew nuts, which is one of my personal favourites. This is the final part of the order, and it's fried fish. And you notice that the fish is in pieces. If you want it in pieces, you've got to specify penshin. If you want a whole fish, you've got to specify pentua. If you get a whole fish, it's normally a bit more expensive. Non crab. Mi menuภาษาอังกฤษไหมครับไม่มี Okay. Okay, crab. I just asked the waitress if they've got an English menu, and they don't. I thought they might have given us one because my wife's Thai, and that they might have some English menus, but they haven't. My son just ordered a fresh coconut juice, and I was expecting it to arrive in a coconut husk, and it's turned up like this. Never seen one like this before. It looks pretty good. Here's the bill. This is not a place you come for a budget meal, but it's actually quite reasonable. 4 of us are quite full now, and the bill was 1,098 baht. You know, it's pretty good. Cheaper than I was expecting, actually. There's another enclosed air-conditioned area just next to where we were sitting, but it's such a pleasant evening, it just seems a shame to sit indoors. It's the rainy season at the moment, and it's miserable when it keeps raining, but when it's not raining, it's the most pleasant time of year because it's got the coolest temperatures. The rest of the time, it's just too hot. Anyway, that was a quick look around Glom Glom restaurant. If you're in Hat Yai, you might be interested. So it's not the cheapest place in town, but if you want to treat yourself or you have a special occasion, it's a really nice place to come to.